Yeah. Bring the money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich, bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My thing I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
Here's a great look at an unmistakable venue. Welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Rams. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Pickup of 2 here, and the Rams are going to have a first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action on 1st. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Going left side, Williams with it. Inside the 30. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it. And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. That's him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jared Verse on the tackle.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Shotgun now, first round. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Bennett now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
To throw, here's Bennett. Screen here for Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First down, ball at the 36. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And his almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop.
7-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Give to Williams from the gun. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th
The
down.
Rams are set to punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Texans first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw by Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Running with Mixon out of the gun. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
The Rams showing a nickel look. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Dumps it off to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, the crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down with that play. That check down taking some big yards.
Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Texans with a chance to score.
Tony. Oh, boy.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
All right.
Mixon again. The ball's out, he lost it. And somebody jumped on it around the 5. Who's got it? Oh, officials say it's going to stay with the offense. Stopped for no gain, and it leaves them 6 yards out on 3rd and goal. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with them in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown he so badly wants? That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Mixon will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They give inside to Chubb. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal. Stroud on the sneak. Pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose. And it looks like the defense got it. No touchdown. They recover, and this is going to be a touchback. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine, because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
So they'll accept the miscue and take the yards.
Here we go. Swap. Another swap.
First down, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing is Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now it's Stroud. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
Olin gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Bennett. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 4-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Bennett. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
It's also Williams headed right. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Working quickly here.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 15. Stays in. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up a Houston first.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First down, and they go right back to it. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. And it's the Texans behind the sticks on 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Trying to throw on 1st down. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they get there to touch him down,
You'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Escapes out to the left. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot, and the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This from just 23 yards away. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Bennett. It's complete to Higbee. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the 38. Completed to his running back. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Bennett now going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Texans have recovered it.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, it freed that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Man in motion here. Stroud to throw again on 2nd. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
And 10 yards to go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. This is going all the way to the end zone. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Justin Simmons. And the Rams do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it, and this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Keeping it with Mixon. Second down run, good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yards. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
First down throw by Stroud. Hits his running back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Chubb. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Mixon. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Here we go. 18. That's it. Go.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Kickoff taken at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd 10.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Rams grow the lead to 7. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. They'll try this extra point. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Rams 16, Texans 8.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Kirk on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 18. Let's go.
From the 29. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. So after the play, some obvious concern from their sideline as they watch their quarterback out there in some pain. Training staff running out to check on him. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. First throw for the backup now. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Third down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Another run for Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. Look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
At the 14-yard line.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
The throw is caught. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. This from just 23 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Chubb here on 1st down. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hits him on the out route. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Bennett. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Incomplete.
The Rams are set to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Stroud. Got for big yards on the right side. Hits the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Here's Miami Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Texans 23, Rams 19.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
To kick off for Houston.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now a run here with Blake Corum. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. And it's the dime package on 3rd down by the Texans. Extra DBs on the field. To throw, here's Bennett. Completed over the middle. Breaks through, and he might break away. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Straight ahead with Williams. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, things weren't about to end after the 1st hit or the 2nd. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Desperation time here. Got a man, that's Nakua. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver delivered.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Rams take a 4th quarter lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
There's Evans set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Chubb. Oh, stiff arm. And he picks up about 4 yards before they send him out. So 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. To the air, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It wasn't the first time, Kate, you've called this guy's name, but definitely one of the hardest sacks he's going to have. A lot of range required to get that one done, but an impressive negative tackle for loss.
So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Back to throw it. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Jump running out of the gun. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Here's Stroud now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Flush down now to his left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing third and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Or discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away. The prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, looks the same as all his teammates out there who are about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Give to Williams from the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams Williams with a little more work to do to win it here. All right, here we go. Second down. Bennett now to throw. Screen here for Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
To throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed, because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That's caught by Williams. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Williams. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Second down, run by Corum. Has a big hole left. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. First and 10. Here he is to throw. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Back to throw. Forced out to his right. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He fought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. This connects with Higgins. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Houston calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Setting up to pass. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
On the quick, right?
He'll look to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans tie this game up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's first and 10. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or 2 short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. I'll start on the ground, Coral. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yep, and that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
On the handoff, it's Corum. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Here's Bennett. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. Punting unit out now. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. They can do something here. Ready to operate on 2nd down. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They give inside to Chung. Still finding room past the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Chubb on the give, headed left. And not much space available there, maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. He's got room to roam here. And he'll go down here at the 16. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
Play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Again, it's Chubb. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Texans pull in front. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. So it's a win for the Texans. 1 down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think as both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another, they do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence. He did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.